Welcome to World Code Updates, your daily briefing on everything happening around the world. The numbers tell a story, one that is unfolding quietly, yet with profound impact. Behind every statistic, there are real lives, real families, and real dreams being reshaped by forces beyond their control. The data may seem cold and impersonal, but it is the first clue to a much deeper human journey. Words often struggle to capture the full weight of what these families are experiencing. The uncertainty, the hope, the longing for safety, all of it is written on their faces as they look out at a new city, wondering what the future holds. As the conflict between Iran and Israel escalates, a quiet but significant migration is underway. It's not just a matter of leaving home, it's about seeking a new beginning in a world that feels increasingly unpredictable. Official figures reveal a staggering 400% increase in Israeli nationals applying for long-stay visas in the Philippines since early 2025. This surge is more than a statistic, it's a reflection of thousands of decisions made in living rooms and kitchens late at night, as families weigh their options for survival and stability. Thousands of families, professionals, and entrepreneurs are making the difficult choice to trade the familiar Mediterranean shores for the promise of the Pacific. They are seeking not just physical safety but also a sense of peace and normalcy that has become elusive back home. The constant threat of war has fractured the dream of a secure homeland for many Israelis. Sirens, shelters, and uncertainty have become part of daily life, eroding the sense of safety that once defined their communities. Flights to Manila are booked solid, as more and more people search for a place where their children can play outside without fear. For many, the simple joy of watching their kids laugh in a park is now a luxury worth crossing continents for. The Philippines offers not only safety and affordability, but also a history of friendship with the Jewish people. This welcoming spirit, combined with a vibrant culture and growing economy, makes it an unexpectedly perfect sanctuary for those seeking a fresh start. This is not just a story of desperation or escape. It is a story of strategic relocation, resilience, and the enduring human drive to build a better life, even in the face of uncertainty. For these families, Manila is more than a destination. It is the beginning of a new chapter in an old story of hope and survival. The reasons behind this migration wave are as diverse as the people making the journey. The Philippines represents opportunity, a place where skills and ambitions can flourish in a stable, welcoming environment. Tech workers are drawn to the burgeoning tech scene, English-speaking workforce, and lower costs. Families appreciate the country's family-centric culture and strong community bonds. The Philippine government has streamlined visa processes, offering special investor visas and long-term residency. Israelis are not just waiting out the war, they're building new lives and investing in their new home. The Philippines offers safety, growth, and a future defined by peace and well-being. The connection between Israel and the Philippines is rooted in a remarkable chapter of history, one that continues to shape the relationship between these two nations to this day. While many may see the flags and official meetings as symbols of diplomacy, the true foundation of this bond is a story of courage, compassion, and humanity that began nearly a century ago. In the late 1930s, as the world was gripped by fear and uncertainty, President Manuel L. Quezon of the Philippines made a decision that would change countless lives. At a time when many countries closed their doors to Jewish refugees fleeing the horrors of the Holocaust, Quezon chose a different path. He offered sanctuary to Jews escaping Nazi persecution, opening the doors of his country to those in desperate need of safety and hope. Over 1,300 German and Austrian Jews found safety in the Philippines, thanks to Quezon's bold humanitarian policy. These men, women, and children arrived in Manila with little more than hope, but they were welcomed with open arms. The Philippines became a rare haven in a world that had turned its back, and for many families it was the difference between life and death. This act of kindness is a cornerstone of the enduring friendship between the two nations. It is more than a historical footnote. It is a living legacy that continues to inspire both Israelis and Filipinos. The gratitude felt by those who were saved and by their descendants has blossomed into a deep and lasting partnership. For many Israelis, the Philippines is not just a destination, it's a country that has already proven its friendship in the most profound way. Whether visiting for business, tourism, or to reconnect with family history, Israelis often speak of the warmth and hospitality they experience in the Philippines, a reflection of the compassion shown decades ago. The story of Quezon's open doors is taught in Israeli schools, creating trust and gratitude that spans generations. Young Israelis learn not only about the tragedy of the Holocaust, but also about the rare acts of courage and kindness that offered hope in the darkest times. The Philippines is remembered as a beacon of light, and this history is woven into the fabric of Israeli education and identity. Today, Israelis seeking refuge or a new beginning are following a path paved by those who came before. The journey that started in the 1930s continues, as new generations of Israelis arrive in the Philippines, drawn by the same spirit of welcome and acceptance that saved lives so many years ago. The spirit of Quezon's humanitarianism lives on in the warm reception they receive. Filipino volunteers and communities continue to greet newcomers with open hearts, offering support, friendship, and a sense of belonging. These moments of connection are a testament to the enduring power of compassion and the shared values that unite both peoples. This historical bond is being repaid with continued friendship and respect. Through cultural exchanges, joint celebrations, and everyday acts of kindness, Israelis and Filipinos honor the legacy of Quezon's open doors, ensuring that the story of courage and compassion lives on for generations to come. The current conflict with Iran is the culmination of years of tension for many Israelis. For the younger generation, life has been a cycle of military service, wars, and constant anxiety. The psychological toll is profound, leading to burnout and exhaustion. Parents fear for their children's futures, driving them to seek a different reality. Many now prioritize their family's safety and well-being above all else. The war with Iran has accelerated the desire to leave, making staying untenable for many. No part of Israel feels truly secure anymore. The Philippines, with its promise of tranquility, has become the destination for this exhausted generation. Migration is no longer a choice, but a necessity for survival. The journey from Tel Aviv to the Philippines is a profound shift in lifestyle. Israelis are struck by the immediate sense of calm. No sirens, no soldiers, just peace. Children experience newfound freedom, playing outdoors without fear. Parents see their children laugh and play, validating their decision to move. The lower cost of living eases financial stress, allowing families to focus on what matters. In the Philippines, community and a relaxed pace of life help Israelis heal from years of conflict. The warm, welcoming culture makes them feel accepted and at home. Here they rediscover a sense of inner calm and normalcy. The Philippines is emerging as a top destination for Israeli tech workers and digital nomads. A young, tech-savvy population and robust digital infrastructure make it ideal for innovation. English proficiency eliminates communication barriers, making business seamless. Lower operational costs allow startups to thrive and grow. The Philippines offers skilled professionals in tech, design, and support roles. Remote work enables Israelis to earn competitive salaries while enjoying a higher quality of life. Government incentives and a pro-business climate attract foreign investment and talent. For Israelis, the Philippines is both a safe refuge and a strategic business hub. The transition to a new country is softened by a strong, welcoming community. The local Jewish community in the Philippines provides vital support for newcomers. Filipinos are renowned for their hospitality, making Israelis feel at home. The story of Quezon's open-door policy is a source of national pride, fostering goodwill. Israelis quickly integrate, building deep friendships and participating in local life. This embrace ensures they are not isolated but part of a vibrant, multicultural environment. The support system from both Jewish and Filipino communities is key to successful migration. The Philippines is more than a temporary stop. It's a place to put down roots. When considering a move, you're not just changing your address, you're choosing between two vastly different realities. On one side, there's a life shaped by tension and uncertainty. On the other, a world defined by calm and hope. The decision to leave is never easy, but it's a choice between the high cost of conflict and the promise of peace. In Israel, daily life is often overshadowed by the ever-present threat of conflict. The financial burden is immense, with families spending on security, emergency supplies, and insurance. But the true cost goes far beyond money. The emotional toll of living under constant alert, the psychological strain of uncertainty, and the anxiety that seeps into every aspect of life. These are prices paid in silence, every single day. In contrast, the Philippines offers a different rhythm. Here, community is at the heart of daily life. Neighbors gather for celebrations, children play freely in the streets, and families enjoy the simple pleasures of togetherness. The pace is slower, the outlook more optimistic, and the sense of belonging is palpable. Families who relocate discover they can afford spacious, comfortable homes, often with gardens and room to grow. Quality education is accessible, and children thrive in nurturing environments. The standard of living rises, not just in material terms, but in the richness of daily experiences and opportunities for growth. The difference in cost of living is striking. In Israel, even high salaries are quickly consumed by expensive housing, food, and services. In the Philippines, moderate incomes stretch further, allowing families to enjoy more for less, whether it's fresh produce at local markets or affordable healthcare and leisure. Perhaps most importantly, the simple act of living without fear is profoundly liberating. Walking safely at night, letting children play outdoors, and planning for the future without dread, these freedoms transform everyday life into something joyful and secure. For many, the search for a good life is no longer about enduring struggle, but about embracing peace and stability. The ability to sit down for a meal without worry, to build memories in a safe environment, and to look ahead with hope, these are the new measures of success. In the Philippines, the soundtrack of daily life is laughter, not sirens. Streets are filled with the sounds of children playing, neighbors chatting, and families celebrating milestones together. The contrast with the tense, often silent streets of Tel Aviv during emergencies is impossible to ignore. Ultimately, this profound difference makes the decision to leave home a logical, even hopeful step toward a brighter future. For those seeking not just safety but a life filled with possibility, the promise of peace in the Philippines is a compelling answer. Israeli migration to the Philippines is about choosing a new vision for the future. The Philippines is becoming a permanent home, where Israelis thrive and contribute. This movement redefines success and security for a new generation. Israelis are building bridges, creating jobs, and enriching the cultural landscape. The Philippines offers a powerful alternative to the narrative of endless conflict. Here, identity is shaped by opportunity and peace, not struggle. The Pearl of the Orient shines as a beacon of hope, a place to build a future defined by joy, stability, and belonging.